Good morning. My name is Teresa Campbell, and you've reached my YouTube channel, Easy Does It Raw Foods. Today is day 6 of a 90-day green smoothie cleanse for me. And I woke up this morning and I was thinking I missed day 5 doing a video, and I am going to miss some days, and I'm not going to put any pressure on myself. Like I said, I am doing the videos as they come. Over the weekend, my period was on, and of course, my reason for doing the green smoothie cleanse is to release some fibroids. My period was lighter, like it always has been lately. I have been definitely blessed to be able to have, my body has cured itself of the anemia, and like I mentioned in a previous video, I have a hemoglobin now of a 14.2, which I took a blood test back in the end of May. So it's funny because this video is around my why. Why am I doing this? I am doing this mostly for my overall health, but that's not strong enough because I know how to be healthy. I'll start with my history. When I was in my 20s, I was actually 23 years old. I had an abnormal PEPs. And when I had that abnormal PEPs, I'm like, why am I having an abnormal PEP? This is crazy. I'm 23 years old. So, of course, I asked my mom, did my sisters have abnormal PEPs? No, I have 2 sisters, and I'm in the middle. I have a younger sister that's a year and some change younger than me, and I have an older sister that's almost 4 years older than I am. And neither one of them had had any problems, but both of them had already given birth several times by the time this had happened to me. So I don't know if that had anything to do with it, that they had already had some children at that time. But at any rate, and then I asked my mother, did she have this problem? She's like, no, I don't know where that came from. So I'm thinking to myself, well, then it's not genetically related, so it has to be dealing with something I'm doing that's causing this abnormal PEPs, which they actually identified as squamous cells, which is cancerous. They saw actual cancerous cells in my Pap smear. So I said to myself, I was like, well, golly, this is crazy. So what I did first, because I was still, I'm a praying woman. Even at 23, I was a praying woman. I got so many people, I commissioned so many people to pray for me and pray for my health, because I was very scared at this time. I was very, very scared. And then I did something. I said, well, I need to do something. I need to find out why this happened. It's going to happen again. So I started looking at my diet. I was consuming every day Burger King Whopper daily, and I was stationed out at Travis Air Force Base in California, and my diet wasn't good, and I was gaining weight, but it was no big deal because I also worked out too. I kind of, it wasn't no big deal. When you're young, you feel like you can eat anything and do anything. So I decided, once I actually started reading I was dating a guy at this time too who was a vegetarian, and he had a book called Prescription for Healing. And then I also was given, before coming in the military, a book called Back to Eden, and that book kind of got me started on my health path. And gosh, that scared me. When someone say cancer to you, you were scared shitless. You're just upset, excuse my French, you're scared. So I started doing some of the herbal treatments the gentleman outlines in the book, Back to Eden, the original book. I actually had the original book, Back to Eden. And I started doing these herbs. And lo and behold, when I went back to follow up, no squamous cells. And I was like, well, God, I got to stick with this. Eating all this pork and chicken and all this stuff is going to kill me. So I became a vegetarian. So I still did milk and dairy, and my periods were heavy back then. Matter of fact, I used to go 5 days of bleeding, and I had cramps like it wasn't nobody's business. But of course I got rid of that, and of course my weight went down, and I started to absolutely enjoy a healthier life, a healthier body. And I also would do, every week I would not eat anything for 24 hours. I would drink water. So I was doing the water fasting for 24 hours. And my friend that I dated at the time, he kind of helped guide me as well. He said, well, Teresa, you love yourself some. Because I remember he would order pizza, and I'd be like, you're going to have to get some pork on my pizza. I'm from the South. We eat pork. And that's what way I was raised. And so he being from Philadelphia, and his parents mostly did not consume a lot of meat. His dad was a vegetarian, so that's where he got his original concept of vegetarianism from, was his father. And they lived in Philadelphia, which was more of an inner city, versus me living in the South in Fort Walton Beach, Florida. So just to continue, my why. Let me get back, because I'm going off track here, but that's how I originally started. But over the years, I eventually went raw in my 30s, and I had went back and forth going raw. I never stuck with it. And then when I came home to live in my 30s, I was 100% raw. I was doing it and just sticking with it. And then finally, I took a nosedive and started eating meat again. And I believe that's when my anemia actually started. When I started consuming a lot of meat, my body did not like it, and my iron went down, which I didn't know. I should have gone to the doctor and had a blood test done, or at least had a blood test done. I probably would have been able to prevent this issue. As I was going into my 40s, I was eating meat, and I was also trying to do some healthy modalities. I was doing water fasting, but still I'll always go back to eating a non-vegetarian diet or vegan diet. Vegan was just too difficult for me. Even when I went 100% raw, it was easier for me to be 100% raw than to eat cooked vegan food. It was just like cooked vegan food made me want to eat cooked vegetarian, then made me want to go back to eating meat. So for me, it just was difficult to do just vegan cooked food. And so I have never did vegan cooked food. I'll tell you, I did vegetarian with ease and grace, but I never could do vegan. So going into my situation right now, I am on 100% green smoothie cleanse. I originally did a green smoothie cleanse in December, I started in around November, but there was an interruption in my process. So I started back again in December. My why was very big. My blood was going down again. I had gotten my blood up when I went and I did a 21-day water fast, and then following that 21-day water fast, I thought I could eat everything, and I did. And my blood, as a result, I started back eating meat, and my blood dropped. It's a pattern in this process. My blood dropped. My doctor almost fainted. She's like, oh God, the anemia is back. She called me up. She said, Teresa, I don't know what to do. I might have to bring you in. I was like, no, please don't bring me in. Whatever we can do. She said, double up on that iron, and I want you to take it every single day. Doubling up on the iron. Now, even though she doubled up on her iron, she brought me back in about a little bit over 2 weeks later, and my iron still wasn't up to what is considered normal. And they're like, God, this is frustrating. We would think this would help it. You were 13 back in October. 13.8 was what I got. But I got that following a 21-day water fast. So my blood was up because my body generated or produced enough red blood cells while I wasn't consuming any food, just drinking nothing but water for 21 days. But it dropped down when I went back to eating my cooked food and my SAD diet. So I got scared because I was thinking cancer. My mind just went all crazy. I was like, my why got real strong again. And yes, I stuck with the green smoothie cleanse. Yes, my hemoglobin went up. It almost got up to a 13, and I have sustained that. And I said, oh, the key is green smoothies. But I consumed a pound a day for 30 days. I want y'all to hear this. So, of course, greens have iron in them. And I was also doing the molasses. And you all can see some of my videos while I was going through the green smoothie cleanse. So it was very easy for me to maintain a healthy diet then. It was very easy for me to get my blood level up, and they did some other tests, boozy, and went on. Now, she did discover, following my water fast, that I did have a deficiency in vitamin D, which is very common for people who have fibroids. So, moving on about my why. Now my why is I still have the fibroids, and I did not stay consistent. I want y'all to hear this, because anybody who's doing 100% raw, I guarantee you, and they're really sticking when they're not doing all the nuts and seeds and all that oil, I guarantee you they do not have fibroids. I would have not been consistent. I am going to speak out for the raw food diet, because all the time I didn't have these issues. I didn't even feel no fibroids before I started consuming huge amounts of meat. So all the time, even when I went back, when I did the 30-day green smoothie cleanse, I noticed one other thing. Not only did my hemoglobin go up, meaning the anemia kind of, you know, I've been maintaining. I do consume, even though I have been eating previously, prior to starting my green smoothie cleanse, my 90-day green smoothie cleanse, I was eating meat, and plus I was eating other stuff, but I was also doing my green smoothies, because I understand how important it is to get them greens in. So I was still getting good results with the hemoglobin, but I still hadn't released the fibroids. So this is the issue for me. I am needing to really stick with it for 90 days. I gotta let these fibroids go. I really want to have children, and I'm getting older. I'm 43. So it is very challenging. The greens are not as challenging because I know how to do the greens. I know how to get a pound of greens, and I measured it out. I'm getting organic greens, and I'm making it more palatable by doing a bowl house juice as well as adding frozen bananas. That's how my green smoothie goes down. I'm not saying it's the healthiest way for everybody, or everybody should do my green smoothie recipe, but my green smoothie, I got results. I actually got good results back in December when I was doing the same recipe. I changed it up where I'm doing a half a pound when I smoothie, and then I do another half a pound, and I do 32 ounces. And I'm going to do the recipe for y'all later on today. But right now, I just wanted to do this video to say my why is very strong. I really have a strong desire to have children. And I want to actually include something else that happened back in December. My fertility, my desire, my sexual desire came back. All the times when I was sickly, I was not interested in having sex at all. Now, I have not been sexually active, and it's okay because I'm not like seeing anybody at this time, so it's actually a good thing that I'm not sexually active. I'm basically, this is still, I'm gonna keep the video innocent, but every time I've done water fasting, green smoothie, juicing, my fertility and my desire to have sex has gone up. And so I know that doing green smoothies are so important, and doing greens, period. And you could do it whatever way you want to do it, but doing those greens is having a physical effect on my body, where my desire, my hormones are good, but when I'm not doing it, I notice I don't have a desire to have sex as much. As you get older, your desire to have sex do decline, but not to the point where you don't want to have it at all. So I personally feel like my desire to have sex goes with also the alignment with my fertility and the whole process. So I just wanted to just throw these things out at you all today on the 6th day of my green smoothie, my 90-day green smoothie cleanse. I know this video is a little long, but I really wanted to tell you my why is very strong now, and I am going to stick with this because I really have a strong desire to have children, and I have a strong desire to have a healthy body and have a natural birth when I get pregnant. I do not want to have any type of intervention, medical intervention. Some people absolutely have to have it, so there's nothing wrong with it. But for me, I really don't want to be medicated. I don't want them doing all this stuff they do to medically intervene with the pregnancy. I personally feel that even at age 43, getting pregnant, and of course right now, since I'm going to have a birthday in January, that I'm not going to have children at 43. More than likely I will have children at 44, because I believe it's going to happen, and it's time for it to happen. God is blessing me with a very strong body that did not have to have any other things done to it. So I believe once I stay on the natural path, that I will continue to be able to get healthier and to bring my children into the world. So that is my why. And I want to leave you all thanking you all for tuning in and watching my videos. And you all take care for now. And I will talk to you soon. Bye bye.